Well, welcome basketball fans to the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And we're at the third place game number 25 of 26 in the 4 days. I'm Bill Hampton along with Terry McVeigh on camera tonight for tonight's game is Kim Stokes. Terry, we have seen two great games already in the Consolation Championship. That was an overtime game won by Hayti. And then we saw a Van Buren team throw away about a 14, 16-point lead in that fourth quarter. And Bloomfield comes back, ties the game, and then ends up losing by 3. So we've already seen two great games, and now we're ready for the third place game. Twin Rivers comes in after a hard loss to the Bernie Mules last night.
That's going to
pardon me, not the Bernie Mules, Portageville Bulldogs.
Right.
And then Dexter comes in after Bernie just took them for the start of the game and took them completely out of their game.
Well, they like to shoot the threes, and they like to. And they got to get open. The Bernie's defense just suffocated Dexter last night. And Twin Rivers, that was a tough loss for them.
Yes, it was.
That's going to be, emotionally, it's going to be hard for them to come back. Because it was, they had a chance to win it at the buzzer, and the shot just rolled off. And they had a big lead. They lost the lead. Yep. They got it back. They lost it. They got it back. And that was, so far, that's the game of the tournament. But that's got to be an emotional letdown for those young men.
Well, I'm anxious to see how Dexter comes out tonight. Dexter's got to regroup and get it together. They really do. I mean, they've got a good nucleus. They've got a good ball club, and they can't let a defeat like last night demoralize their demeanor. That tonight, I think, is a test for them. They've got to say, guys, we've got to find a leader, and we've got to get it done.
Well, looking at them warming up, if John Bowman shoots anything during the game like he is in the warm-ups, he's going to have another big game where he's going to hit a bunch of threes because he's just sitting over there in the corners and on the wing just filling it up on. And he's going to have to do that. The first two games, he made a total of 11 three-pointers, I think, last night. He made one and made 5 points.
Well, the thing of it is, he's got to be able to get open when he gets the ball. And last night he could not get open.
Yeah. Bernie's defense just wouldn't let him get open.
Yeah, Bowman had 1-3 last night. Well, we're about ready for the starting lineups. We'll tell you the officials tonight: Mike Buck, Mark Mars, and Matt Keeney in this third place game of the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I want to tell you this game tonight is brought to you by Three Rivers, Powell Supply, Thurston Auto Parts, and First State Bank and Trust. Dexter Twin Rivers for third place. Twin Rivers will be the visiting team. They will be in blue. They are coached by Rob Brown, assisted by Nathan Walk. And they really played a ball game last night. They were up by 17 at half.
17.
Portageville comes out and scores the first 19 points and takes the lead there in the third quarter.
But then they regrouped themselves and got the lead back.
Sure did.
They're a good team.
Excellent team. Coach Brown in the seating said he liked his team, and I can see why.
Yeah, they should have been seated higher than 6.
Number 22, Garrett Stockton, a 5'9 sophomore. He handles the ball. Number 23, Kyle Oberkramer, a 6'2 senior. Strong player. Brett Whitlock, a 6'2 senior. Where's number 24? A great shooter.
Had about 4 threes last night.
Number 32, Ryan Miller, a 6'1 junior. Also another good shooter. And Zach Payne, a 6'7 senior. Where's number 34? Payne is a tremendous asset for them in the center on defense.
Sure is.
Dexter Bearcats, coached by Rob Nichols and assisted by Sean Geatley. Number 3, Drew Kelly, a 5'11 senior. Number 5, Ryan Wyndham, a 6'3 junior. He played strong last night.
He sure did.
Number 11, a 5'9 junior, Brandon Stoker. Number 21, a 6'3 sophomore, Alan Flanagan. Number 24, a 6'1 junior, John Bowman.
And that's where they're going to look to shoot. Now, Dexter doesn't have anybody to match Zach Payne's height. Of course, nobody in the tournament has anybody to match his height.
No.
But unlike with Portageville last night, where Portageville tries to get all their points in the paint, or Payne really disrupted them in the first half. Dexter is more of a perimeter team, and I don't know if he's not going to have that much of a disruptive effect. However, on the boards and whenever they do try to drive, his presence will be felt.
Well, Flanagan's going to jump center for the Bearcats against Payne, and Flanagan, they list him as 6'3". He's taller than that. He's really growing. Twin Rivers will control it, gets back to Stockton. Sit back and enjoy this game, folks. We think we're going to see a dandy. We've had 2 dandies already tonight. Stockton to Whitlock. Dexter in that man-to-man. As soon as I say that, looks like a 1-3-1 zone, but it's probably a matchup.
It's more of a matchup. It is a matchup. Matchup
yes.
1-3-1.
Stockton working against Stoker.
Stoker's defending well. Stockton for 3.
Stockton for 3 gets it.
Good.
Last night he scored 2 points on free throws to tie the game to send it to overtime. Flanagan inside has a ball blocked out of bounds by Oberkramer.
Yeah, Flanagan was looking for Payne, and Oberkramer comes up behind him and blocks it out of bounds.
Wyndham inbounds to Flanagan, and he cans that one. Nice little play off the inbounds. Screen for Flanagan. 3-2 with 7 minutes to go in the first period. Stockton working against Kelly. Now against Stoker.
Dropping back into 1-3-1. Trying to match up out of it.
Miller for 3, will not go. Rebounded by Wyndham. Wyndham really impressed me last night with his aggression. Oh, what a nice bounce pass to Flanagan. He puts it in. Dexter on top, 4-3. That's a nice bounce pass, wasn't it?
Sure was. Diagonally, there's Bowman with a steal.
Bowman with a steal. He takes it down,
go back.
Puts it up, will not go. Bowman gets his own rebound, gets it to Wyndham, to Flanagan. Flanagan to Stoker, to Bowman for 3, puts it up, short, rebounded by Stockton. Stockton quickly down to Oberkramer. Oberkramer for 15, will not go. Ball rebounded by Miller, puts it up, will not go. Payne with the rebound. We're going to have a foul on the floor. It's going to be against the Dexter Bearcats.
Flanagan.
Alan Flanagan with his first foul, team's first.
Dexter in a 2-3 zone off the inbound.
Oh, steal by
another steal by Bowman. That's 2.
Yep. And a nice defensive play by Miller as he slaps the ball out of bounds. Dexter will inbound under their own bucket. Wyndham will trigger the pass.
Twin Rivers playing the zone on the inbounds.
Kelly for 3, will not go. Rebounded by Whitlock.
He's looking to run. And another steal by Dexter.
Dexter gets it. Wyndham has it. I'll tell you, Dexter's defense has stepped up here in this first 2.5 minutes.
They've only allowed a couple of shots by, maybe 3 shots by Twin Rivers.
Bowman thought about the 3. Gets the ball into Flanagan.
And that was within his range.
Oh, yes. Yes. Kelly from 3, short.
That's a little short. That might be beyond his.
Rebounded on the floor by Miller. Gets it to Stockton.
That was definitely within Bowman's. Good crossover by Stockton.
Flanagan with the rebound, gets it to Stoker. Dexter on the run. They don't have the numbers, but Stoker goes in, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by Miller. 5 minutes to go. It's 4-3. Dexter on top. We've got timeout with 4:56 to go in this first period of play. This game tonight brought to you by Powell Supply, located at 1118 Nina Street in Dexter. It is the place for all your electrical, plumbing, and an HVAC. Call 624-7441. That's Powell Supply in Dexter. Terry?
Really, neither team's gotten into the rhythm, into any rhythm at all. Dexter's defense has been good. They've forced 3 turnovers on Twin Rivers, but neither team's really gotten into any type of offensive rhythm at all. Did notice that Twin Rivers is looking to, on the attacking the 1-3-1 zone, they're looking at the wings to open up threes, and they've gotten a couple of good looks, just haven't gotten the ball to fall.
Yep. Stockton working against Stoker. To Whitlock. Now, Whitlock's a good shooter. Payne inside, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on Stoker. His first, team second. Whitlock to Payne. Payne puts it up, tries to dunk it, and misses that, but he's going to be fouled. He's going to go line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Alan Flanagan, his second, team's third.
Probably would have had the dunk, but just Flanagan got in the way and disrupted it just enough. And he started a little bit far out for that one.
First free throw by Payne, scores it.
And we noticed last night that Payne has a good free throw stroke.
I saw him last year at the first of the year. He was playing for the Green Wave, and I tell you what, he's improved. He improved with each game. He shot several air balls from the free throw line last year. We've got a lane violation on the Bearcats. Payne will get another try. But he just kept working at that free throw and kept getting better and better and better with it.
Well, he doesn't have too many moving parts with it. He's very efficient in the shot.
He misses a second. We're tied, 4-4.
2-2-1 three-quarter press.
Ball overthrown.
Dexter had the right idea on that and how to attack it. The ball is just overthrown.
Jared Stevens in for the Bearcats. Alan Flanagan is out with the two fouls.
Dexter again pressuring full court. Stockton breaks it.
Whitlock along the baseline. Gets it over to Miller. Miller just inside the three. Will not go. Rebounded by Kelly. Dexter on the run. Kelly gets it over to Stoker. Stoker to Bowman. Bowman's going to let her go. No good. Well, it is good. Excuse me.
Good.
I thought it was too long, and I had a good look at it.
That's his. That's in his range.
It is. Dexter with the steal. What a nice pass. Bounce pass from Wyndham to Kelly.
Good anticipation on Wyndham's part on the press to intercept that ball.
And we're going to have a foul on Brandon Stoker, his second.
We'll see if he takes a seat.
Coming in for the Royals will be Mason Oberkramer and also Dustin Tinsley.
Tinsley, yeah.
You were wanting to say Austin Tinsley.
I was wanting to. It almost got out.
Tinsley with the ball to Whitlock. Whitlock at the top of the key, working against Stoker. Bounce
and there's
pass.
another steal by Wyndham.
Yep. I tell you, he's having a big game. Nice.
That's 5 steals I have for Dexter.
Well, a long three by Bowman. Will not go, but rebounds long to Wyndham. Wyndham goes in, puts it up, scores it. Ryan Wyndham with the rebound and the putback. 11-4. Dexter on top of 7. Bowman with a steal. He's going to take it in, gets it over to Kelly, puts it up, scores it. Nice assist that time by John Bowman. Kelly with the foul and still had the presence of mind to put it up and in.
Another steal by Dexter. They have about 6 steals here in the first quarter.
First foul on Dustin Tinsley. First team foul on Twin Rivers. In for the Bearcats is Taylor Jarrell and also Gary Summers.
Notice Starling hasn't appeared yet for Dexter.
When he comes in, there'll be quickness.
Three
put up by Whitlock. Rebounded out. Payne comes away with it. Those long arms stretched out there. Ball off of Dexter. Out of bounds. 2:59 to go in this first period of play. The third place game of the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. It's Dexter 14, Twin Rivers 4. Bearcats team out ready to play tonight, Terry.
Yes.
We got a violation, a walking call.
Twin Rivers is not taking care of the ball. And they normally do. We're going to pick up half court with the trap.
Stevens with a spin, puts it up, has a block. Wyndham, though, gets the ball, puts it up and in. Ryan Wyndham with 4 1/4. 16-4. Dexter with a 12-point lead. Boy, Dexter's defense is just, I mean, they're getting after it. Ball out of bounds, no call.
Another turnover. Dexter's defense is forced in the first 5.5 minutes of this quarter. Dexter's defense has forced 8 turnovers, and they're really not unforced there. There's six of those are steals.
Yes. Well, Thurston Auto Parts, located at 416 West Business 60 in Dexter, says we sell parts, we give service. Phone 624-3474. That's Thurston Auto Parts in Dexter. First State Bank and Trust in Dexter supports our high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust. Phone 624-3919. That's First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. But Terry, Dexter is doing what I thought they had to do. I mean, if Dexter came out and laid down, you could just pretty well say this is the way it's going to be the rest of the season. They had to get up. They're a better team than they were last night, but they played a very good team in Bernie.
They played an excellent
Not
team
taking anything away from Dexter or giving anything to Bernie, but I'm telling you, Bernie had it going last night. That defense was on them like glue on wallpaper.
And what we were afraid of with Twin Rivers coming out a little bit flat after that emotional loss last night, I think it's true.
Stevens with a shot will not go, and into the game Summers got the rebound, got it to Wyndham. Wyndham put up a 3, will not go. Oberkramer with the rebound. 2 minutes to go in this period. That's Mason Oberkramer with the ball over to Tinsley. Ball intended for Payne, and he could not get a hold of it. Summers bounce passes over to Kelly, puts it up, scores it. Drew Kelly with 7 1/4, 18-4. Twin Rivers had a third quarter last night that same thing. They scored very few points. Boy, Summers with a quick knock away. Kelly's going to end up with it. He goes in and puts up another layup. 9 points.
That's 10 turnovers for Twin Rivers in the first quarter. That is not typical.
No. Oberkramer with the ball. Gets it over to Tinsley. Down to Whitlock in the corner. Ball thrown away. Summers comes away with it for the Bearcats. He got in that passing lane.
Yeah, he got in the passing lane and thrown right to him.
Second foul on the Royals. That's the first foul on Whitlock. 1:11 to go. John Bowman back in for the Bearcats. Going out is Jared Stevens. Excuse me, it's Taylor Gerald. Excuse me.
Yes.
Bowman with the ball. Looks underneath the Wyndham, and we're going to have a foul on Kyle Oberkramer. It's going to be his first, team's third. McBroom getting ready to check in for the Royals.
And again, Twin Rivers is flat. Now, what happens a lot of times when a team comes out flat like this, and they're a good team, sometime in the second quarter they're going to start, they're going to start playing the way they can play.
John Bowman with his second 3.
You just hope it's not too late for them.
Yeah, 23-4. Dexter Bearcats on top by 19. Kyle Oberkramer with the ball, gets it into McBroom. McBroom to Whitlock for 3, scores it.
That's what they need.
Brett Whitlock with a nice 3. Summers with a drive, and we're going to have a charge. Nice defense that time by Miller.
And that's the type of thing that can pick a team up. You go down, you hit a 3 at one end, you take a charge at the other end. They can come back and score here. Twin Rivers can get back in the game.
In for the Royals is Randy Moore. He gets it inside to Oberkramer. Kyle Oberkramer, very, very strong now. He gets it in there, and it's tough for it. 23-9.
He had to be strong to catch that ball.
Yes. Well, let me assure you, he's strong.
And then to muscle it up like he did.
Bowman for 3. In and out. Rebounded by Miller. Ball slapped away. Summers has it. Goes in and gives it to Kelly. No basket. And it didn't go in anyway, so there won't be any argument. At the end of the first quarter, the third place game of the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, it's the Dexter Bearcats 23, the the Twin Rivers Royal 9. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Terry, I'm going to turn it over to you. I've said the same thing 3 times. I'm going to let you talk.
Twin Rivers turned the ball over 11 times in the first quarter. They don't do that. Good teams don't do that. Now, what they did good in that the last 45 seconds to minute of the quarter, they hit a 3, go down, get a charge, and they go down and hit a 2. So they scored 5 points, and they're back in the game. We know, they're down 14 after a quarter. Well, we know from last night that a good team being down 14 after a quarter doesn't end the game. So I certainly
saw that last game too.
Yeah, and last game, they were down 14 in the fourth quarter, and had a chance to win. So I fully expect Twin Rivers to come out with a little bit more energy and get back into the game. They're going to, after they play a little while, they're going to forget about last night.
Yes. Well, last night was last night. It was 0-0 when they cranked that clock up. Starling in for the Bearcats. Kelly for 3, scores it. Drew Kelly, a big night. He already has 12 in the game. That's the third 3 for the Bearcats, or by my stats.
3 for 6, what I have.
More with the ball.
That was big for Dexter.
Yes. Ball passed out of bounds by Moore. Another turnover by the Royals. 7:26 to go in this second period of play. 26-9, Dexter up. Bowman, I thought.
He looked at it.
He sure did. Kelly's going to put it up for 3. Will not go, but he's going to be fouled by Randy Moore. It's going to be Moore's first, team's 4th. Going to the line to shoot 3 will be Drew Kelly. Coming in for the Royals when they allow him to come in will be Garrett Stockton, the 5'9 sophomore.
Now, in previous years, you probably wouldn't have seen that foul be called because it was after the shot was out and after. But still, it was still during the shot, and that's a point of emphasis this year. And you're going to see that, it's always been a foul, but you just wouldn't see it called.
Right.
But it's a point of emphasis now that they will make that call.
Coming in for the Royals is Zach Payne, also Shearer, and as I said, back into the game is Garrett Stockton. Alan Michael Shearer wears number 15. Third free throw is short. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Bearcats.
Well, the Bearcats have done what they need to do, come out and score the first 5 points in the second quarter.
Stockton working against Starling. Now, I guarantee you talk about quickness, Starling is quick. And he plays that defense not only with his hands, but he mostly plays it with his feet. He tries to get in good position. He's a foreign exchange student from South America. Zach Payne with a nice move.
Nice entry pass, good move to the back.
Payne with his first bucket. He has 1 free throw to go with that. He now has 3. But talking about Starling, I bet he knows how to play soccer too. What do you want to bet? Bowman for 3 will not go. Rebound by McBroom. Stockton on the run is going to be fouled by Drew Kelly. It's going to be Kelly's first, the team's 6th. Wyndham going to try to inbound for him. Here, I'll throw it in for you.
What sportsmanship you see in high school basketball?
Excuse me, Ryan. He was coming in for John Bowman. I thought he was trying to take the ball.
I thought it was just pure class sportsmanship.
Stockton with a drive, can't get it to go. Payne high up.
Can't do it.
Can't pull it down. Kelly with on the run. He's going to go in.
First half.
Will not go, but Starling with the rebound, takes it out to Summers. Summers on a drive, gets it over to Kelly, puts it up, scores it. Drew Kelly having a big first half. He has 16 in the first half. Oh, good no-look pass by Miller to Payne. He can't make it.
Yeah.
What a pass by Miller, though. Wow, I loved it. Dexter, good ball movement. We're going to have a walking call against the Bearcats. Coming in for Gerald is Jared Stevens, who I was trying to call him a while ago.
Yeah.
Kelly going out for a blow with Brandon Stoker in for him. 5:44 to go in the second period of play. Bearcats 30, Royals 11. Shear with the ball. Good defense tonight by the Bearcats. Miller gets it to Payne. Payne to Stockton. Stockton going to drive the baseline. No place to go. We're going to have a blocking foul. See who the foul's going to be on.
I think it's going to be on Wyndham.
Ryan Wyndham. It's going to be his first. Team sixth.
Team 7. I believe it's 7. I think they're in bonus now.
Okay.
They're just not showing on the scoreboard.
Now
they are.
Seventh. You're right. I have to have a talk with Stan Durham.
Stockton's a good free throw shooter, and he showed he's a cool free throw shooter last night.
Makes the first. Now has 4 in the game. He opened up, and I was glad to see that because the young man put it in overtime, and then he had a chance. And we were talking about it back in the hospitality suite. He went in. I mean, we talked about it. It looked like the Red Sea parted.
It sure did.
And he knew he was going to get hit, and nobody touched him, and he missed the layup, which could have won the game for them. Won the game.
That's not an easy shot.
No. And I don't mean he was uncontested or anything.
No.
But then he comes out to that, and the first thing he does, he puts up a 3 and scores it.
Right.
So I'm happy to see that. We've got a push foul on the Royals.
Well, he's another one of Twin Rivers that comes from a good line of basketball players. He's played pretty tough games probably in the backyard.
Yep. Stockton with the push foul. 15th foul on the Royals. That was his first. Good ball movement by the Bearcats. Stevens has it, gets it to Stoker. Stoker with a bounce pass, but nobody home except Zach Payne. Turnover by Dexter. 30-13 with 5 minutes to go. Yes, Dexter playing good. They're really taking care of the ball. Nice inlet pass to Oberkramer. We're going to have a foul. Oberkramer go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is going to be on Jared Stevens, his first.
And this is how we've got 5 minutes left in the first half. And Twin Rivers is already in the bonus. This is a way for them to get back in the game.
Oberkramer now with 3. Shearer out for the Royals. I'm not sure who came in. Was that Whitlock?
Yes, he's in.
Yep. Second one by Oberkramer. He scores it. Twin Rivers now with a 2-2-1 zone press. They break it. Long pass down. Oh, what a nice pass
and
there. And a good block by Zach Payne.
That's what you can do. Oh.
Boy, a quick steal and down the floor is Starling. He scores it. That was a quick turnaround.
That was a real quick turnaround. I was going to say, you can take chances out front when you got Payne to clean it up in the back, which he did. And then there's a quick turnover, another 2 points.
Oh, what a nice touch pass by Miller into Oberkramer. He goes up, no call. Wyndham has the ball taken out of his hands. Whitlock for a shot, will not go. Rebounded by Summers on the floor. He gets the ball to Starling. Stoker on the wing. Summers has the ball taken away.
Good steal by Whitlock.
Whitlock
nice
going
anticipation.
in, and we're going to have a foul on Summers. Gary Summers with his second, going to the line to shoot. 2 shots will be Whitlock because he was in the act of shooting. Nope, it's going to be a 1-and-1. Excuse me. He was getting ready to shoot. He was thinking about it.
He was starting to shoot. But
Whitlock has 3 in the game. Bowman and Kelly back in for the Bearcats.
Whitlock's coming off of a 19-point performance in last night's game.
Boy, he shot the ball so good last night.
And in clutch situations.
Yes. I can't wait to see that game at Portageville.
I want to see it too.
Yeah, and it's in the can right now. It's being burned as we speak. And folks, if you want to see that game, you want a copy of it, all you need to do is get a hold of us.
Turnover to Dexter.
Turnover by the Bearcats.
Cause the turnover.
32-17, 4 minutes to go. Just give us a call if you want to copy that.
Now, during the last 5 minutes, if they may not be able to understand anything either one of us said.
Oh, we were excited, weren't we?
Yeah.
We hadn't been excited all tournament.
We got excited then.
Yes. We're going to have
Another
a holding foul.
That's going to be on
Jared Stevens.
It's his second.
I believe. So it's going to be on.
Yes.
Stevens' second foul. Payne to the line to shoot two as Twin Rivers in a double bonus with 3:53 to go in this first half.
Again, this could be a way for them to get back in it.
You know what I've noticed about Twin Rivers is they've not gotten excited.
No.
They keep trying to pack it in.
No.
And
they're still playing their game.
Yes. Stevens out. Coming in for him is Alan Flanagan.
You haven't seen them do, the stupid things that a frustrated team does.
No. And it's easy to get frustrated.
Oh,
Payne's second one goes. He now has 4 in the game.
Okay, Twin Rivers back full court. That caused a turnover last time down the court.
Whoa. Wyndham reaches out and gets the ball. Kelly gets the ball over to Flanagan, puts it up from 6.
They got Kelly back in, who's having probably the best half of the tournament for him.
Yes, Alan Flanagan now with 6 in the game, 34-18. Whitlock with the ball, skips it over to Stockton. Stockton drives into the lane, gets it to Whitlock for 3, puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around, Payne is right there. It has a ball stripped, knocked out of his hand. Ball will go to.
Payne's mistake there was taking the ball down.
Yes, instead of going right back up with it.
Instead of going right back up to it. The first inclination is take the ball down when you get the ball in your hands.
The momentum did go up with it.
But, if you got a guy 6'7", and the closest guy to him is 6'3", all he's got to do is just go straight back up with it. Nobody's going to touch it.
Mason Oberkramer in for the Royals. Going out of Stockton. Whitlock going to try the baseline. We're going to have a charge. Great defense that time by Alan Flanagan. Second foul on Whitlock. 16th foul on the Royals. The next foul by the Royals will send the Bearcats to the line for a 1-and-1. John Bowman with a long pass down to Wyndham. He puts it up, scores it. Nice assist there. Bowman catching Wyndham on the fly.
Twin Rivers back. The safeties were asleep.
We've got a violation. Too many steps. Tinsley in for Miller.
Have 15 turnovers in Twin Rivers.
That's uncharacteristic for that team.
Very uncharacteristic.
Drew Kelly with the ball. Gets it to Wyndham, to Bowman, to Flanagan. Flanagan back to Bowman. Stoker with the move there. It has a ball knocked out of his hand, but gets it back. Bowman's going to put up a 3. Will not go. Rebounded by Mason Oberkramer. Oberkramer quickly down the floor to Kyle Oberkramer. Tries a baseline, puts it off the glass, scores it. Kyle Oberkramer now with 4 1/4, 6 of the game, and we're going to have a foul on Mason Oberkramer.
I got a feeling that Kyle Oberkramer in the next 2.5 minutes is going to try to put the team on his back and get them back in the game.
Well, he's capable of doing it.
He is.
He and Whitlock are those two guys, and then put Miller in there with them. They've got a good ball club. I really like their ball club. Matt Boyle's into the game for the Royals. Kelly to the line. He's 3 for 4 tonight. He misses his free throw. 36-20. John Bowman with a near steal. Called out of bounds.
Good anticipation, good athletic ability to even get the ball back in. But he just stepped on the line before he got the ball back in.
Mason Oberkramer working against Stoker. I tell you, I'm impressed with the way Dexter is bending their back and moving their feet.
They sure are.
Shot that time put up by Matt Bowles. He scores it.
It's his first action of the game.
36-22. Dexter has a little trouble getting it in. They break the press. Flanagan has it. He goes up, scores it.
That was kind of textbook on how to break the press, because Boyles comes up to get the guy with the ball about half court. It leaves Dexter 2-on-1 for an easy layup.
Ball thrown down to Oberkramer, a little too high. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover on the Royals. Dexter's defense, you got to give them credit. They're bending their backs. They're moving their feet. They do have a lot of fouls, but they're playing aggressive.
Yes.
Wyndham with the ball.
Well, you can take those fouls if you're going to force 15 turnovers and a half.
Turnover on the Bearcats. The ball still on the floor. It's anybody's ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. And the ball's going to be with the Royals. Stoker looks like he's hurt. He really dove after that ball. I tell you, you can tell a football team, can't you?
Timeout, Dexter. I guess they got the ball.
With 1:21 to go, maybe they got a timeout. With 1:21 to go in this first half of play, it's the Bearcats 38 and the Royals 22. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Boy, Terry, I tell you, Bearcats look like a completely different team.
They sure do. And they won the first two nights, but they look like a much better team tonight than they have all tournament.
Yes. Well, we've got a good crowd. They've had to pull the bleachers out at the basket at the opposite end of the stage. I always get my directions mixed up in here, so I never know what I'm looking at. I say stage in and opposite end.
And woe to anybody who tries to find a parking space. Okay.
Now we're going to find out. We thought it was a jump.
We thought it was a jump.
You thought that Dexter had possession.
Well, I thought
the official.
Okay, they called the jump.
They gave a timeout.
Dexter had called the timeout, and I thought that they had called the timeout from the floor. I didn't think either anybody ever had possession of the ball.
Ooh, a near steal. But Wyndham comes away with it, gets it to Kelly.
Okay, Oberkramer gets back in position. That's always a problem whenever you go for a steal like that and don't get it. That takes you out of the defense.
Kelly tried to hit Bowman with it. Bowman was setting a screen for someone, but Bowman comes away with a steal. Flanagan has it, gets it to Wyndham.
1 minute to go. Good steal in there.
It was a good defensive play. Oh, nice pass over to Whitlock. He had the shot blocked. Bowman came away with it. Then Whitlock commits the foul. It's going to be his third. Going the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be John Bowman. Bowman has 6 in the game. He has 2 threes. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. He'll probably ask if he can just step out past the three-point line and shoot his free throw.
Remember Hal Greer?
Too close.
Remember Hal Greer that used to play for the 76ers? Remember how on his free throws he'd shoot a jump shot.
That's right. He said, "Hey, if you got a chance to practice with nobody on you,
that's my best shot." So he'd shoot his jump shot for free throws.
Bowman's first free throw attempt goes in. He gets the bonus. Jared Stevens in for the Bearcats. Second one in, scores it. Starling coming in for Dexter. Going out is Gary Summers. Boy, they're looking at Stoker's arm over there.
Well, he took a hard tumble.
He sure did.
Dexter's going to press.
Stockton back in for the Royals, and he's got the ball.
A little trap.
Well, I tell you what.
They break it and get to Oberkramer.
Oberkramer's going to go to the line. Foul is going to be on Jared Stevens, his third. A reach-in foul. Oberkramer to the line to shoot 2. Kyle Oberkramer with 4 1/4, 6 in the game. He's 2 for 2 from the line. 33 seconds to go in this first half. First one up, scores it. Taylor Gerald coming in for Jared Stevens for Dexter. Second one up, scores it. Looks like his dad shooting the ball there, doesn't he? Dino Oberkramer, what a ball player he was. Not a bad stock car driver either.
Oberkramer going for the steal and hits Wyndham. Fouls on him, I believe, 2.
That's his second one. Going to line for a 1-1 will be Ryan Wyndham.
Oberkramer's going to take a seat. They don't want him to get his third. McBroom in. No good. Rebound Boyles.
Rolls need a bucket here. Get a little momentum to go in a half.
Nice dish by Stockton.
Tinsley's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That was a good penetration and dish by Stockton. He did what a point guard should do.
And where did he come in from? Center of the court.
Yes. Yeah, you got a lot more options when you're in the center of the court than you do.
Come down the sideline there, you've only got 2. Straight ahead and to the other side. Or back out front, I should say.
Yes.
Tinsley's first one rolls around. It goes in. It's his first points of the night. 40-25, 13.4 seconds to go in this first half of play. Next one short. Wyndham with the rebound.
Dexter with time. They got 10 seconds to get a good shot. They got plenty of time. Might have been a double dribble. Bowman
for 3. Wow, in and out. Off of Wyndham's hands. Bowman as a horn goes off. Was not going to be good anyway. Would not have counted. That ends the first half of play with the Dexter Bearcats on top of the Twin Rivers Royals, 40-25. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, it's halftime at this game, and boy, we've seen a lot of action, Terry. And let's give them the stats right fast and give them your what you think is going on in this game. Drew Kelly with 16 for the Bearcats, leads all scorers with 8. John Bowman, Alan Flanagan with 8, 6 to Ryan Wyndham, 2 to Luciano Starling. Free throw wise, the Bearcats are 5 for 8. Foul wise, Jared Stevens with 3. 2 each to Brandon Stoker and Alan Flanagan. Gary Summers with 2, 1 to Ryan Wyndham and 1 to Drew Kelly. For the Twin Rivers Royals, we'll talk about the threes in just a minute. Twin Rivers Royals, 8 points to Kyle Oberkramer, 5 each to Garrett Stockton and Brett Whitlock, 4 to Zach Payne, 2 to Matt Boyles, 1 to Dustin Tinsley. Free throw wise, Royals are 11 for 14. Foul wise, Brett Whitlock with 3, 2 to Kyle Oberkramer, 1 each to Mason Oberkramer, Dustin Tinsley and Randy Moore. How are the threes going for the teams?
I have Twin Rivers hitting 2 out of 5 and the Dexter Bearcats hitting 3 for 10. And you thought that if there's only a difference of 1 at halftime that it'd be a lot closer because of Dexter's reliance on the three-pointer. But I've got two things about the first half. 17-6.
Yep.
That's the difference of turnovers.
17-6.
17-6 is the difference in turnovers. And also, Twin Rivers, 5 people have scored, or 6, looks like 5 or 6 guys have scored. In the other games, even in the first half, 8 or 9 are in the scorebook. So they haven't had the distribution of scoring like they usually do. They're a little bit flat. I think the 17 turnovers, and Dexter's not flat at all. Dexter came out and played a really good defense. They're moving their feet. They're getting in the passing lanes, and the Dexter defense is the reason for the 15-point lead.
Dexter's quickness tonight is really showing up.
It is.
Well, we're going to take another short break, and we're going to have Senator Rob Mayer to join us here for just a minute to talk about this year's tournament. We'll be right back. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, we're pleased to have with us our senator from the 25th District for the state of Missouri, Rob Mayer. And Rob, thanks for coming by and joining us. I know you're busy as you can be, young man.
Well, we are busy, Bill. We're getting ready for another session that starts January 7th. So we're considering legislation, going over appropriations and the budget, and trying to talk to some folks here these last few days and weeks before we go back into session. So it's been busy, but it's been very, very rewarding, and always good to come here to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament and see a lot of people.
Rob, it isn't this tournament. It just gets bigger and better every year. I mean, the caliber of play this year may be a little weak, but the intensity is still there.
It is, and this is an event, as you know, Bill. People wait for this, a lot of them all year long, and oftentimes when I come up here, this is the only time I see a lot of these folks, and it's just an event and a special occasion, and certainly the basketball is a plus, even though maybe some people think the caliber of play is down. I don't know. It's still thoroughly enjoyable to watch these kids get out there and compete and give it their all, and I think we've got some good talent out there this year, and it's exciting to be here to watch these young men.
Well, it's not only exciting to watch the young men. I think our coaches are they just get better and better and better. And I want to tell you, my hat's off to those folks. As hard as they're working to coach and to bring these young people on, it's just fun to watch their excitement and their enthusiasm being transposed over to the ball players.
It is. We've got a good group of young coaches, and they're doing a fine job with these young men. And, you know, the cheerleaders put on quite a performance each and every night. And being a cheerleader, apparently these days is pretty demanding. They practice at it hard. It's a very physical activity, and they work hard at it. Spend a lot of time in preparation for cheering for these games.
You've got to be a good athlete to be a cheerleader these days. Senator Rob Mayer, thanks for stopping by. Happy New Year to you, and bring us some good legislation in 2009.
Well, we'll work hard at it, Bill. We thank you for the opportunity to come by, and certainly we wish for all the constituents out there very good and prosperous 2009.
Come visit White C when you're home and tell the folks what's going on, please.
We'll do it.
You've always got an open door for us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Wagner going to join me as Terry's going to let his voice rest for that final game tonight. And we want to tell you tonight's game brought to you by Three Rivers, Powell Supply, Thurston Auto Parts, and First State Bank and Trust. And the Twin Rivers Royals will start the second half with the ball, trailing by 15. Tyler, the Royals have got to get it picked up, don't they?
Sure do. They need to really start taking better control of the ball, much better than the first half.
Stockton with a shot, missed, but Payne comes away with it. Gets it to Miller, inside to Kramer. He's going to work against Wyndham. He goes up and going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Alan Flanagan, his third.
It's a nice inside move there by Overkramer. That's one thing that Twin Rivers hadn't presented as much of an inside threat there in the first half, and having a hard time working it down.
Overkramer's shot is good. Kyle Overkramer, very, very strong. Second shot will not go. Rebounded off of Whitlock's knee for the Royals. Goes over to the Bearcats. 7:38 to go in the third quarter, 40-26. Twin Rivers with a 2-2-1 half-court trap. Ball to Wyndham. Down in the corner to Bowman. Bowman for three. Will not go. But the ball goes to Flanagan, and Flanagan scores it.
That's a strong poke back by Flanagan.
Flanagan now with 10 in the game. Goes to the line to try to convert on the three-point play.
Well, that's something Dexter really needs is getting Flanagan. Gets us some touches down low. They're mostly dominated by guards, and any kind of inside presence they can get, that's big for Dexter.
Whitlock commits his 4th foul, and boy, he is a shooter. They don't need him on the bench. In for him is McBroom. Stockton working against Summers. McBroom out, Bowman's on him. Zach Payne a long way from the basket. John Bowman going to commit the foul, his first, the team's second of the half.
Yeah, with Bowman guarding him right now, you don't want him dribbling the ball out front with a guard with some decent hands out there to pick it off from him.
Payne was a long way from the basket.
Sure was.
He was out past the three-point range. Miller outside, gets the ball into Payne. Payne working against Flanagan, puts it up, turnaround shot, will not go. Rebound by Kelly. Boy, Kelly's had a game, hasn't he?
He sure has. He's knocked down big shots for the Bearcats.
Bowman going to put up a three. Write it down. John Bowman with his 3rd three. He now has 11. Has a soft shot. Does a good arch on the ball.
Dexter's really done a lot better than knocking down those outside shots this game. Something they really struggled against Bernie last night.
They couldn't get to the shot. I mean,
No.
Bernie was all over him. Flanagan with a steal. Down in the corner to Summers. Summers back to Kelly. He's going to drive, gets it over to Wyndham to Bowman for 3. Will not go, but Flanagan with the rebound. Gets the ball out to Summers. Summers to Kelly. To Bowman. Bowman drives, gets it back to Kelly for 3. Will not go. Wyndham with the rebound. Bowman for 3. Man.
Well, if you give them enough tries, they're gonna eventually convert on one, and that's exactly what Dexter did. They got 2 or 3 offensive rebounds on that trip. Finally, Bowman connects on the 3.
Bowman was 6 in the quarter, 14 in the game. Payne at the top of the key, gets it to McBroom. Stockton on a drive, puts it up, scores it. Nice little move that time by Garrett Stockton. He now has 7 in the game. Quickly down to Summers. Summers puts up 1 from 15, will not go. Rebounded out to the Bearcats, Bowman, but off his hands. 49-28, Bearcats up by 21 with 5:28 to go. Tinsley into the game for Miller for Twin Rivers. Well, I told someone that Dexter had to come out and play like this, or I would hate to see what the rest of the season would be in for them. And they have really picked it up.
Yeah, they've really responded well, and they've really come out a lot more aggressive in this game than they have in the past few. So not a bad night out for the Dexter Bearcats.
Right. Ball off of the Twin Rivers Royals' hands after a missed shot. Kelly working against Oberkramer, gets it over to Flanagan. He drives with a reverse.
Nice reverse layup by
Very
Flanagan.
Nice. Flanagan with 5 in the quarter, 13 in the game. He's having a nice game. Oberkramer with the dribble. Ball over to Stockton. Drive by McBroom. Boy.
Bowman knocked it away from behind.
Nice deflect there by Bowman. Quickly down to Flanagan. He puts it up, scores it.
Well, Dexter's really moving the ball well. They're moving it up very quick. And even in the half-court set, they're getting Twin Rivers out of position and getting open shots.
Dexter with their biggest lead with 4:38 to go in the third quarter. 53-28 timeout on the floor. We want to tell you tonight's game brought to you by First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. They support our high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. Phone 624-3919. Also, Powell Supply, located at 1118 Nita Street in Dexter, is your place for all your electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. Call 624-7441. That's Powell Supply in Dexter. We want to thank those folks along with Three Rivers Community College and Powell Supply and Thurston Auto Parts and First State Bank and Trust for bringing you this game. Shearer into the game for the Royals. Inbounds to Stockton. Stockton working against Summers. He gets the ball in the corner to Mason Oberkramer. Shearer out front for 3. It's short. Goes out of bounds over to the Dexter Bearcats. 4:19 to go in this third period, 53-28. Bearcats trailed right at the first of the game, and boy, once they got ahead, they were tied 4-4, and from there on, they went on a run.
Yeah, it's been all Bearcats since early first quarter. Twin Rivers just having a hard time with the pressure from Dexter early on, and haven't been able to really get into an offensive scheme to become much of a threat offensively.
Yep. Turnover by the Bearcats that time. Not a very good inbounds pass. Summers tried to save it, throw it back, and threw the ball out of bounds. That foul was on when the foul whistle blew a while ago, and the foul was on Stockton, his second, the team's second. Ball off of Shear's hands, out of bounds. That's the way the ball's been going for the Royals tonight. They just haven't been able to pick it up. Coach Brown is very frustrated. He knows he's got a better ball club, and I think they're still feeling the effects from last night.
Yeah, it's hard to come back and emotionally gear up for a game, especially after last night's heartbreaker for Twin Rivers.
Kelly had the ball a little bit deflected, but got the ball back and gave it over to, I believe it was Wyndham that got the bucket. 55-28. Stockton for three. Payne with the rebound. Gets it out to Oberkramer for three. Scores it. Kyle Oberkramer with his first three. He has 4 1/4, 12 in the game. 55-31. 3:35 to go in the third period of play. As I said, the game was tied 4-4, and Dexter went on a run, and they have not looked back. Kelly on a drive of the baseline, puts it up, will not go. Ball rebounded by Payne. Gets it to Stockton. Twin Rivers needs to make a run here to get back in the game to have any hope in that fourth period of play.
Yeah, they're trying to speed the game up, apply a little pressure to the Bearcats, try to take them into some quick shots.
That's a nice drive by Tinsley, but he had the ball batted away. Out of bounds too. Back to the Royals under their own basket. Inbounding will be Alan Michael Shear. He gets the ball out to Stockton. Dexter's in that matchup zone, or a matchup man-to-man, whatever you want to call it. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone, but they're matching up the way the Twin Rivers Royals are setting up offensively. Wyndham quickly down, the ball batted away by Oberkramer, and Shear comes away with it for the Royals. Getting in the passing lane, getting your hands on the ball will create a lot of things for you.
Oh yeah, that's especially what Dexter's done, but Twin Rivers converted on that turnover there.
Shear for three, will not go. Tinsley tried to save the ball, goes out of bounds. We'll stay with the Bearcats. Wyndham out. Coming in for him is Starling. Starling is very, very quick. He gets the ball to Bowman. Ball tipped away. Starling saves it. The foul's going to be on Randy Moore, his second, team's third, with 2:26 to go in this third period of play. Bearcats having a little trouble right now with the press.
Yeah, Bowman was a little lucky on that pass there. He's doing a chest pass, and he with the full court pressure, and Starling was lucky enough to get a piece of it and try to pass it ahead, and he got fouled on it.
Starling's quickness came into play there. Kelly with a drive, knifes in, will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Tinsley. Tinsley pulls it up, gets it to Shear. Back to Tinsley. Off his fingertips, out of bounds with 2:06 to go. Another turnover by the Royals. That was an unforced turnover.
Yeah, it's
right
Coach Brown. You look back on this game, that's one thing he's not going to be happy with is the unforced errors. Yeah, Twin Rivers just having a hard time just taking care of the ball in all facets of the game.
Well, Kelly's quickness tonight, I'm just really impressed with. John Bowman with steps that time. 1:55 to go in this third period of play. 55-31. Checking in for the Bearcats will be Jared Stevens. Coming out will be John Bowman. Inside to Zach Payne. Payne finally faces up, puts it up, will not go. Gets his own rebound, and we're going to have a foul. Going to go line to shoot two will be Zach Payne. The foul is going to be on Gary Summers, his third. Team's third. Payne tonight is 2 for 4 from the line. He has 4 points. has not scored in this third period of play. First shot, scores it. Payne's got a soft shot for a tall guy.
Yeah, he sure does, and you don't see very many big guys shoot very well from the free throw line, but he's certainly got a nice touch at the free throw line.
Second one up, good. He's now 4 for 6 from the line, has 6 points. Flanagan helped bring the ball down. Starling with the ball, gets it to Kelly. Kelly to Summers, back to Starling. Kelly with a drive, puts it up, scores it. Drew Kelly with his first basket of the second half, now has 18 in the game.
It's a nice drive by Kelly. That's one thing Dexter's really done in this game is not settled for the three-point shot or the outside shot. They've really mixed it up, gotten to the paint, and been aggressive.
Well, they go to their shooters out there for the three-pointers. I mean, they want Bowman shooting out there for sure. Kelly out there, he's a good three-point shooter. Ball tipped out of bounds on the break that time by the Royals. Under the basket inbounding will be Summers. Gets it out to Stevens. Stevens to Kelly, another drive. He's got it.
That's a tough shot. He got in some traffic there in the paint, put up a nice shot.
Under a minute to go in this third period of play. Payne with the ball. Works it inside, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by McBroom. McBroom puts it up, will not go. Payne's going to be called for the foul over the back. Zach Payne going to be his first foul. Team's fourth. (59-33), 43 seconds to go. Flanagan to inbound, gets it to Kelly, but stripped of the ball. It goes to Tinsley, he puts it up, will not go. Flanagan with the rebound, quickly down to Stevens. Stevens goes up against Payne. Payne blocks it. Boy, that was 6 foot against 6'7". Ball off of the Bearcats.
Yeah, it's something Dexter's probably not really accustomed to seeing is a 6'7" frame right in front of you to deflect your shot.
And plus he has a long stretch with those arms.
Yeah.
Look at Starling work those hands there and feet. Shearer with a shot, will not go. Kelly with the rebound, quickly to Starling. He goes down, puts it up with his left hand. It will not go. Ball saved by Summers, but goes out of bounds. Now, Starling has had several of those in his tournament roll off on a layup.
Yeah, he typically, when he's going in, he typically doesn't use the backboard on those drives, and I think he'd be a lot more successful. He tried using the backboard on those drives.
As the horn goes off, the end of third period, it's the Dexter Bearcats 59, Twin Rivers Royals 33. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Tyler, what do you think so far about this play in the third place game?
Well, Dexter really wanted to come out and have something to prove coming off that game of Bernie, where took a 27-point loss from Bernie, come out with a lot of energy, applied a lot of pressure to Twin Rivers. And that was the difficulty Twin Rivers was having last night against Portageville, against the full court pressure and pressure man-to-man defense. And it kind of showed again today. Dexter started to apply a lot of pressure early. Twin Rivers had trouble handling it and have upwards to 20 turnovers now. And that's been the tail of the tape all game long.
Starling with the drive, has it knocked out of his hand. Bowman for three, out front, scores it. Bowman now with 5 threes in the game, 17 points. 62-33. Steal by the Bearcats. Wyndham has it. He gets in the center of the court. Going to drive in, puts it up on a runner, will not go. Rebounded by Whitlock, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. We got a foul on the floor. Going to be against Summers, his fourth. Team's fourth. Coming in for the Royals will be Stockton. Going out will be Alan Michael Shearer. Hard to believe, 25 games already in 4 days. We've got one more to go. And the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament will be over. McBroom with a shot, gets it to go.
It's a nice shot fake by McBroom there. Let the defense go by and go up, draw the contact, and get possibility for a three-point play.
Kyle Oberkramer set a screen, and whoever was guarding Oberkramer did not let Summers know it. Summers hit him, and I'm telling you, he's hurt. He's feeling that. Oberkramer he's strong.
Yeah, that's Summers. It's Summers that took that screen, and well, I tell you, they can really put really injure you if you don't have a heads up. And usually the screening man, the guy who's guarding him, will give you a heads up.
Sure, and it'd say screen, switch, whatever. Stevens and Kelly back in for the Bearcats. Going out is Flanagan and Summers. Foul that time was on Dustin Tinsley, his second, team's fifth of the half. Starling with the ball, gets it to Kelly. Kelly on a drive, puts a runner up, will not go. Ball tipped up by Stevens. He saves it, he gets it back, and the foul is going to be on Cole McBroom. His first, team six to the line to shoot two will be Jared Stevens. Stevens really kept the ball alive and ended up with it, and going to be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Yeah, Dexter's really being a lot more aggressive towards the basket this game. Really taking advantage of Twin Rivers' lack of rotation. Yep. You're moving the ball real well and attacking the basket.
First shot missed. McBroom out. Payne back in for the Royals. 7 minutes exactly left in the game. Dexter's in control. But you never know what's going to happen in basketball. Wyndham with the rebound out to Kelly. Kelly for three. Short. Rebounded by Oberkramer. He gets it to Stockton. Starling tried to slip in behind Oberkramer, steal the ball, and he gets the steal here, bats it away. Kelly is going to be the recipient of a layup, and it's going to be a block by Oberkramer, but he's going to be called for a foul.
It looked like Drew Kelly thought he was all by himself and was just going to take his time, and little did know a Royal was right behind him trying to deflect that shot.
Yeah, Oberkramer is very, very quick, very aggressive. He almost made the block. Kelly with 2 free throws, his first one up. He now has 21 in the game. That young man has had a game. 5'11" senior Drew Kelly. Second one up, scores it. He's 5 for 7 from the line. Dexter up by 28 with 6:30 to go in this contest. Stockton with the ball. He's driving. Puts up a shot. Will not go. Rebounded by Stevens of the Bearcats, and taking the ball away is Stockton. And then the foul's going to be on the Bearcats. Stockton really hustling. Foul is going to be on, if I saw that right, Wyndham. It's going to be his second. Team 6. Both teams now are going to be in the bonus. Stockton has 7 in the game. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Free throw up, will not go. He was the one that put the game into overtime last night with 2 free throws with 5/10 of a second left.
Yeah, he really come up big there. Some big clutch free throws to take it into overtime. And as a sophomore, you can't ask any more than that.
Scores a second. Dexter breaks the press. Wyndham has it out front. Dexter, no hurry. Air conditioner's on.
Be sure to mention that, huh, Bill?
Yeah. Foul is going to be called against Dustin Tinsley. It's going to be his third. The line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Starling. Luciano Starling, a 6'1" junior.
That might be worth giving a special thanks to Eric Bowles, huh?
Well, if I remember a while ago, you were asking for it to be on, so you got it.
Oh, I got my wish, yeah.
Lefty puts it up, scores it.
Yeah, it's been back and forth here this week.
Yes, it has.
It's been cold and then off hot again.
Well, the weather outside has been completely different to what we're used to. It's been a warm week.
Yep, sure has.
Starling second free throw, short, rebound by Payne. 65-37, 6 minutes to go in this game. Whitlock in the corner, gets it to Payne. Payne's going to try to do a turnaround shot, in and out. Ball is going to be rebounded by Whitlock, but a foul on the floor by John Bowman. Bowman's second foul. Dexter's 7th foul. So the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Brett Whitlock, a 6'2 senior. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Has a three-pointer to go with it. Free throw no good. Overkramer with the rebound, tips it up and in. Kyle Overkramer.
Nice follow there by Overkramer,
Sure
not giving up on it.
Bowman with the ball. Going to be backcourt violation against the Bearcats. Over and back, 65-39, 5:42 to go.
Yeah, Bowman picked up his dribble a little early there, and that's what happens. When you pick it up early, you draw the defense, and they start denying, and it looks like Twin River's going to turn it away, going the other way.
Kelly's going to drive in, going to be fouled by Stockton. Garrett Stockton with his 3rd foul. Kelly to the line to shoot 2. He has 22 in the game. 5 for 7 from the line. 5:37 to go, 65-39. Drew Kelly having a great game. One he will remember, I will assure you. Packed house, in front of a packed house at the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Second one up, will not go. Rebounded by Kyle Oberkramer of the Royals. Hits the ball to Stockton. 66-39. Kim Stokes on camera for us tonight. Always does a great job. We appreciate her efforts. Oberkramer for 3. Puts it up. Will not go. Rebounded long to Wyndham. He gets the ball to John Bowman, but taken away by Oberkramer. Zach Payne with the ball. Going to be called for steps.
Well, that's the risk you take when you get the ball to the big man at the open floor. You know, it's going to take maybe an extra step or two, and that's what happened on there, right there.
Well, I think he had dunkitis on his man there, and I see a man there, and he took one extra step. Wyndham out front to Kelly. In the corner to Bowman for 3. Scores it. John Bowman filling it up now.
That is 6-3 of the game.
6 threes. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Shot put up inside by the Royals, and Oberkramer comes away with the points. He has 4 1/4, 16 in a game. Oh, we're going to have a foul against Stockton. It's going to be his 4th. Team's 10th. The line to shoot 2, because it will be a double bonus, will be Luciano Starling. Starling is 1 for 2 from the line. He has 3 points.
Well, Starling took a good shot on that one. He might be seeing stars for here for a second.
He is quick, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's real elusive with the ball,
yes.
And that's what he did there. He split that pressure there and made a good look, and just got caught with a foul in the face.
Moore and Shearer in for the Royals. Out is Stockton and Tinsley. Starling eyes his second shot. Short. Rebounded by Payne. Payne gets it to Moore. To Payne. Payne gets it to Shearer out front. Down in the corner to Oberkramer. Oberkramer drives into the lane. Puts it up. Scores it. Kyle Oberkramer with a big game. 6 1/4. 18 on the night. Dexter with a 3-on-2. Nice pass over to Stevens, who puts it up. A great assist that time by Starling.
Yeah, it's a nice dish. He made a fake, and then like he was going to shoot the layup, and then dumped it back down for the easy 2.
Whitlock for 3, and just goes off the rim, and the foul's going to be on John Bowman. It's going to be Bowman's 3rd. To the line to shoot 3 will be Brett Whitlock. Whitlock has 5 in the game. He's 2 for 3 from the line. It's been a good 4 days, hasn't it?
Sure has. It went by quicker than we expected. We had that one day off after the first 2 days. Got recharged, come back, and I think we've kept a good level of energy with this covering these games. And it doesn't hurt when we have real good games for the last 2 days either.
Oh, that's right. We'll tell you, all of our staff, or all of our crew that's helped us here in just a little bit. Whitlock with his 3rd shot. He makes the 3 after all. The 3 from the 15-foot line from the free throw line. Bowman with the ball, working against the press, gets it to Starling, who gets to the center of the floor, going to be fouled by Randy Moore. That's Moore's third. The line to shoot 2 will be Starling. I want to tell you, I want to thank all of our crew that has helped, our people that brought you play-by-play. Ed Gargus, Lloyd Rice, Tyler Wagner, Tommy Jacobs, Jim Hall, and Terry McVeigh. Terry Turlington unable to make it as he fell the other day on ice at his home and really hurt himself. On our camera, Kim Stokes, Corey Martin, and Richard Kimball. Post-game interviewers, Charlie Flanagan and Lloyd Rice. Our editor, David Black. Producer, Steve Johnson. I want to thank all those folks for making this a really successful tournament for YHC. (73-46), 3:35 to go. Whitlock for 3 will not go, and a foul going to be on Ryan Wyndham's, going to be his third. The line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Kyle Oberkramer. We also want to thank all of our sponsors that help bring every one of our games, and tell you we really appreciate those folks and for all that they have done. Gary Summers checking into the lineup. Going out is Drew Kelly. Looks like he took a hit in the stomach or something. Oberkramer's free throw will not go. Goes out of bounds. We'll stay with the Royals. Game's kind of hit a lull right now. The fans are quiet. It's not the same game that we thought it was going to be, and everybody, the wind is out of them. They're getting ready for that final game. Shear for 3 will not go. Starling with the rebound. Look at him look down the floor. He's looking for somebody to give to. Gives it to Stevens, puts it up, scores it. Nice assist that time. Stevens, his second bucket of the quarter. He now has 4 in the game. 75-46.
It's a good look there by Starling. He saw the defense running back and not really paying attention to what he was looking for, and found an open man. Stevens underneath.
Oberkramer drives. He's going to be fouled by Starling. Starling's first. To the line to shoot 2 will be Kyle Oberkramer. He has 18 in the game. Shot up and scores it. Alan Flanagan back in for Jared Stevens. Second one by Oberkramer, in and out. Bowman with the rebound. Flanagan pushing the ball up the floor, pulls it back out. Or not Flanagan, Wyndham, I'm sorry. Dexter, no hurry. Flanagan out front. Now, he can shoot the ball outside.
Yeah, he's shown that in this tournament.
Yes.
Stepped outside a little bit. He hit a 3 in the game against Bernie the other day.
He used to play the wing position, and this year he's grown so much that they needed him in the post position. But he can step outside. What he does, he can put it up. Too many steps that time by Starling. 75-47. 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Moore working against Starling. Nice spin move by Oberkramer. Jump shot will not go. Rebound on the floor. By Oberkramer puts it up. Will not go. Tipped around. Oberkramer with the rebound. Puts it up. Scores it. I want to tell you.
He's really staying after it here late in the game.
Oh, he is. He is strong, folks. Besides that, he's a fine young man. Known him for quite a few years now. Used to race with us there at the Malden Speedway when I was involved there. John Bowman with a spin. Puts the jump shot up from 12. Will not go. Oberkramer with the rebound. Seems like we're calling his name quite a bit here at the game. Moore with it on the wing. Gets it inside to Payne. Payne's going to go to the free throw line extended. Gets back to Whitlock. Whitlock with a drive. Has the ball knocked out of his hands. And out of bounds off of the Royals with 1:43 to go. 75-49. Kelly and Stevens coming back in for the Bearcats. Going out is Summers and John Bowman. In for the Royals is McBroom and Tinsley. And there's one more that came in. I'm missing. Must be Whitlock. Minute and a half to go in the game. Stevens out front with the ball. Gives it to Starling. Starling to Flanagan. Flanagan gives a ball to Wyndham. Wyndham to Starling. Or to Starling to Stevens. Starling now has it, gives it to Stevens. Dexter getting a chance to work their running time off the clock.
Yeah, Dexter just needs to look not to turn the ball over here to kill some clock with a minute left.
Starling's going to drive, puts it up, scores it. Nice drive by the junior. We got a timeout on the floor with 53 seconds to go, and coming in for Dexter. We'll try to get all these names in.
Murphy's in, number 23.
Jake Cox. Also in is Bryn Hester.
Number 50, Brian Hester, number 50.
And Walt Phillips, number 32. And number 45 is Josh Sifford. I think we got them all.
Sure did.
McBroom with the ball to Tinsley. To Stockton off his fingertips. Hester with the ball, goes in, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by Stockton of the Royals. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the game. Hester with the near steal. McBroom has it. Jake Cox, I guarantee you, is all over his man.
Yeah, that was McBroom, 6'1" sophomore. Got some valuable minutes against Portageville last night when Payne went out.
Stockton with the shot, scores it. And that will end the game with the Dexter Bearcats going on top. 77, and I don't know what the 51 it looks like. The clock had the score wrong there for just a minute. We're going to take a short break, come back with our final stats, and wrap up with this game in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, the third place game in the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament goes to the Dexter Bearcats. The Bearcats led in scoring by Drew Kelly, the 5'11 senior. He had 23 points tonight. 15 goes to Alan Flanagan, 20 to John Bowman, 8 to Ryan Wyndham, 7 to Starling, and 4 to Jared Stevens. I have Dexter 12 for 21 from the free throw line. John Bowman had 6 threes. Also with the 3 was Drew Kelly. And that gives Dexter Bearcats 7 threes. Dexter Bearcats shooting the ball very good from the outside. For the Twin Rivers Royals, the scoring went like this. Kyle Oberkramer with a great game, very strong inside and outside too, defensively on the boards. He had 21 points, 10 points to Garrett Stockton, 8 to Brett Whitlock, 6 to Ryan Miller, 3 to Cole Brent Broom, 2 to Matt Bowles, and 1 to Dustin Tinsley. I had the Royals 16 for 27 from the free throw line. 3-point wise, they had, looks like 2 threes tonight. 3 threes tonight, excuse me. What's your take on the game, Tyler?
Well, like I said earlier, Dexter really wanted to come out with something to prove. Took a big loss to Bernie last night. I think they did come out with a lot of energy. They come out and really put the pressure on Twin Rivers early with a full court pressure. Twin Rivers are unable to really, handle that for the second straight game. They struggled against Portageville, and Dexter capitalized on that weakness, put the pressure on them early. And I think Dexter really did a better job of shot selection. That was one thing Coach Nichols of Dexter was really concerned with yesterday. Even though Bernie come out and put the pressure on them, that their shot selection wasn't what it needed to be. In this game, you saw a lot more penetration from Drew Kelly, and a lot more working down to Alan Flanagan. Alan was working real hard down there, and that really opened up the opportunities on the outside for Bowman and Kelly and others that you saw. They had a really good shooting night, and a lot of the reason that is they were rotating the ball real good inside and out. and Twin Rivers wasn't really rotating very well, and that's where they got the open shots, and they converted on them.
I thought another key to the game was the way the Bearcats got the ball and moved it down the floor. Even against the press, they were throwing over the wave of the press down low. They were throwing over the top of it, and they were getting 3-on-1, 3-on-2 breaks constantly, and they were getting a lot of shots inside the paint. But
yeah,
again,
once Dexter got out to a pretty sizable lead, Twin Rivers tried to apply some pressure and to get some turnovers, and that's when, like when you said, they started to push the ball up against the press and convert points off of that, and that's what really blew the lead open. Dexter really took care of the ball, really moved the ball up the court quick, and got easy baskets.
Well, again, congratulations, Dexter Bearcats. Third place finish in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Twin Rivers Royals got a lot to be proud of. I mean, they played Portageville really tough.
Yeah, and in any sport, it's hard to come back from a game that really emotionally and physically you put into that game, and you come out with a chance to win that game at the very end. You come back from that trying to play for basically a game that, not many people's going to really consider that important, the third place game, even though it's a big game, but it's not the Bloomfield Christmas title game that they were hoping to be in.
Well, let me tell you this, those that say it's not a very important game, I guarantee the Bearcats come out of this tournament with 3 wins. The Royals come out of it with 2 wins. The Bearcats, they got blown out last night by the Burning Mules. Game was closer than what the score indicated, but they came back tonight, held their heads up high. Coach Rob Brown of the Twin Rivers Royals he's very happy, or he really likes his team. He'll get that team going. I guarantee you, they'll be a team to deal with come district tournament time, and he'll get that team going. I mean, he is a great coach. He's got a great bunch of players. You can see how many players scored for the Royals. Everybody can score that goes in. Everybody can handle the ball, and the Royals will be something to look at come district tournament time.
Oh yeah, they're in the Class 3. I'm not sure what their alignment is and what teams they got in their district. It changes every year. It's hard to keep up with, But one thing they really need to emphasize on is ball control, taking care of the ball, and like what they did against Portageville last night, they took care of the ball early, got out to a big lead, and once that third quarter came around last night and what you saw earlier here today, ball control was a big problem for them. But if they're capable of controlling the ball, they're as dangerous as any team in this Christmas tournament.
Well, for Tyler Wagner, Bill Hampton, and Kim Stokes on the camera, we want to tell you we've enjoyed bringing this game to you, the Dexter Bearcats, Twin Rivers Royals. And we want to tell you, if you're going to be out and about on the roadways, please put those seatbelts on. We want to see you at a high school game or just see you out. And don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, look forward to tomorrow. Stay tuned for the Coaches Show.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi, I'm Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and I'm here post-game after the third place game with Coach Rob Brown of the Twin Rivers Royals. How about that?
You got it tonight.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hey, congratulations on a good tournament. The score was a little lopsided tonight. Is that in any way indicative of what you thought you were going to see tonight?
I wasn't really sure after a tough loss last night. I didn't know if we were going to feel sorry for ourselves and mope around or come out and battle with a little pride, and unfortunately it was the first one. I was very disappointed with our effort. I thought we were sitting around, a little mental weakness, just waiting for someone to feel sorry for us. Still couldn't get past last night.
Thinking about last night and what your kids saw, I mean, Dexter was completely dismantled.
Right.
And if I was a player, I would come into the game thinking, these guys really aren't very good. And you guys just laid your heart out on the court last night. So, 16, 17-year-old kids, kind of understandable.
Yeah, but, we took a tough one, and, Dexter took a beating from Bernie, big conference rival for them, and started Kennelly. But, they came out and battled, played for pride in their school, and we just didn't answer the bell. Very disappointed.
Yeah. Well, you've had a pretty good tournament, 1 point, and you're in the championship game tonight instead of third and fourth place. So, you got to be proud of the kids for that.
Yes.
What do you got coming up rest of the season?
We're going to take a couple days off. Christmas break, kids don't get much time off in basketball season. And then we got to get right back to work. We go to Bernie, we go to Doniphan, Poplar Bluff at home, New Madrid at home. That's our first 4 games of the new year. So.
Well, gee, so things don't get too easy for you, do they?
So the first couple weeks of January, there's no time to rest.
Well, your kids and you had a really good showing here. Congratulations on a good tournament. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's Coach Rob Brown.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi, I'm Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and now I'm joined by Coach Rob Nichols of the Dexter Bearcats, victorious for the 3rd place game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Pretty lopsided score in the end. Any way that you could have anticipated that?
Not after the way we played last night and really got blown out in the semifinal game. We didn't expect that. We expected a real battle. We knew both teams were coming off a pretty emotional loss, and it'd be really who could push through it and really get off to a good start. We thought we'd have a big advantage.
What do you think the keys of the game were?
Defensively, we really didn't give a lot of easy shots early. Our guards did a great job with pressure, and our post guys did a good job as far as pushing. The game plan was really to push them away out of their range in the post and play behind them, and that was effective for us.
Yeah, early on in the game, first of all, I think you're absolutely right. The defensive intensity of the guards, I thought, was the key. You got a lot of run-outs and really got us off to a good start. First 2 baskets were layups, and I really think for this team, that's a key, to get a basket early, because their confidence gets up and they go.
Yeah, for some reason, if we score early in the game or even get the first basket, that's big for these guys. I don't know what it is, but as a confidence booster, it's real big for us to get out to a 2-0 lead or a 4-2 lead.
Well, you did a great job. Score 0-0. We had the ball under our basket, and you ran kind of a role play and got a player open for a nice layup, and that got us going.
Yeah, it's good to get an easy basket like that just for confidence sake there at the start.
Yeah. Second half, you're always scared when you have a big lead at halftime, always scared about the kind of intensity the kids come out with.
Right.
What was your impression of them?
Well, it's tough to get a big lead early. We've had that earlier in the year against Jackson, to get a big lead and get it too quick, and the kids just kind of lose their focus and kind of play not to lose instead of having that attacking mentality. And that's basically what we talked about at halftime, to do what we did to get us to that point.
Well, and they sure did. We talked last night that the 2 things that really hurt you last night were turnovers and shot selection.
Right.
I think turnovers are down tonight, and much better shot selection.
Yeah, well, we did a much better job as far as the turnovers go. We still had some questionable shots, but overall we were much better in both areas tonight.
Yeah. Well, as we talked last night in kind of evaluating the tournament, you come in, you go 3-1, you get 3rd place. You got to be happy with that.
Especially after last year, we got upset and we're 2-out. So, come over here, everybody wants to go 4-0. Only one person can do it. So, to be 3-1 and get 3rd place, we're pretty proud of that.
Boy, that trophy's going to look nice sitting in Dexter High School too.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, thought this was the best game you've had all year. Thought you put 4 quarters together.
Yeah. We've had some games this year where we played some great, halves or 3 quarters, and we finally put 4 together.
Yeah, that's great, and what a great time of the year to do that. You've got kind of a nice stretch coming up where you've got some games that could go either way, and if you play like this, they're going to go your way.
Right. Yeah. We start back off the new year with Notre Dame, so it doesn't get any tougher than that. And hopefully that'll be a measuring stick for us and kind of see where we're at right off the bat there.
Well, congratulations on a great tournament.
Appreciate
Ought to
it.
be real proud of the kids, and that's Coach Rob Nichols of the Dexter Bearcats.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.